Welcome back, guys. It's Debbie O'Neill of Scrap Me Quick Designs, and we are on day 14 of opening the Diamond Press Advent Calendar 2025 to reveal what's behind. What has Diamond Press given us today? If you haven't watched the other, go back and watch them. Lots of fun products have been provided by Diamond Press, and I'll show you a project that I made with them. Let's see, where is 14? There was 13. We did that one yesterday. Oh, 14's over here. Okay, so let's get 14 open. Oh, looks like something's fun. It is something fun, as usual. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a set. Can you guys see the little tag here? It's a set of tulips and they're dies. So you get 3 tulip, the tops of the tulips, so you can make them whatever color you want. And then you also get the leaves. Very fun. This is going to be perfect to make maybe some spring cards or some cards for Easter. Very fun. I'll show you what I ended up making with it. All right, so let's get with our day 14 project today. So we have the tulip die. So you have 3 leaf and stem shapes, and then you have one that has the tulips. Now this is a solid piece, as you can see here, but it's going to cut out 3 separate tulip pieces. This just saves you time. So we're going to flip that over and put it, I'm using pink for my tulips today. Pink cardstock, and then I need to flip these over so they're on the cutting side, so don't forget to do that. And I will be using my Grand Marquis to cut these out so I can cut both of these sets at the same time. And I'm just taping them down with some tape to keep them in place. This, of course, will cut in your Marquis or any of your other die cut machines that you may have. But I just wanted to cut them all out at once, and that's easy to do with the larger folder with the Grand Marquis. So that's what we're doing. Let me move this here. All right, just going to roll it through, and then we'll have all our pieces cut out for our image with the tulip dies. Awesome. All right, let's do this. We're going to take these off of here. And they have a little bit of detail on them, and they popped out, the leaves popped out just perfectly, so that is nice. And I'll get all the pieces out here. Okay, so I've got all the pieces. Set that off to the side, and so we have our 3 leaf shapes. All right, and we have our 3 separate tulip shapes. So even though it looks like it's one die, it cut out the 3 tulips separately. Okay, really nice. All right, and take this off and put it out of the way. Now I'm going to make an A2 size card. So I have cut out, let me move this out of the way. I have cut out a A2 size piece of cardstock, and this is kind of like a light green shimmer cardstock. It's a Recollections cardstock I've had in my stash for a while, and I thought it would be perfect. So this is I'm going to make a panel. So I'm going to set my card off to the side. So we're going to have this panel, and then I cut a piece of white cardstock, and I used an embossing folder in my Grand Marquis. Now I don't have a lot of the Diamond Press embossing folders, and so all of the ones I seem to have are Christmas ones. So I went to using some I had in my stash because I have a lot of embossing folders. I love to emboss on cards. And this is just a Cricut Cuttlebug one. It's called Geometric Rings, and I did use the blue shim in my Grand Marquis so I could cut that, and then I trimmed it down 1/4 inch so that it would be, I'm going to put it here on my card. So we're going to go ahead, I'm just going to show you all the pieces, and then we'll do the assembly. And then the next thing we're going to do is I have a set of arch dies, and I've had these in my stash for a while. I don't remember, I didn't write the brand name, which is weird for me, but a set of arch dies. I use these all the time. I love them. And we are going to cut out an arch that's going to go on the front panel here. So we're going to do that real quick. And I chose to use the same background paper that I used for the border. So you could change it up if you wanted to, but this is going to give us a really pretty quick card that we can make. Lay that on there, run it through my Grand Marquis. I like to use different shaped dies, and so I have a lot of the different nesting dies. I know that Diamond Press also has a bunch of nesting dies, so they just come in so handy when you're working with the cards to have nesting dies so you can get exactly the size that you need. Okay, so don't need that. And now we have our arch shape that is going to go on the front of our card. And the next thing that we're going to need, we're going to put this together, but we want to go ahead and get our sentiment done. And set that off to the side. I have selected another sentiment from that Beautiful Day die and stamp set that I've been using because it was sitting here on my desk and it was the perfect sentiment. So it says, "Beyond happy for you." Okay, so this could be for a birthday, it could be for a special occasion, an anniversary, it could be for a wedding shower, some baby shower, or anything like that. So I just thought that was a nice kind of generic sentiment that I could use for a variety of cards. So I have cut it's about 1 by 2.5, I think. I've cut a piece that would fit, of white cardstock that would fit my stamped image, my stamp image. Okay, so we're just going to do this and line it up on here. All right, "Beyond happy for you." I really like that. I thought that was nice. Put my ink out of the way. Clean off my stamp. Okay, we're going to use some liquid glue, and we're going to use a pop dot or two. And if you watch my earlier videos, we used a white gel marker pen, and so I pulled that out again, and we're going to give these a little bit of a highlight for our die cuts. And let's see, I'm going to use only 2 of these just because I cut 3. I'll put the other one in my stash for another day that I had sitting here, just so you can see it better. And I'm going to take that white gel pen, and on your leaf there is a little embossed line here, and I just wanted to highlight that a little bit. So I'm just going to take my pen and draw along that line. Okay, and I want to do it, there's one on the other leaf, so I want to do that leaf too. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to do it on the next set of leaf and stems. Just highlighting the leaf a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the tulips. It starts at the top of the point of one of your leaves, and then the other side. So we've got that. And then I'm going to do this side on this tulip. There we go. All right, so that just gives it a little bit of highlight for our card. We could have inked this or whatever. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. And now we're going to build our panel to put on the front of our card. I'm going to use my craft tweezers as well. And I cut a background in the same color that the tulips are in for my sentiment. Okay. There's your back panel for your card. And then we're going to add glue to the back of our embossed panel that goes on top of that. And there again, I'm just going to use my liquid glue. And the embossing on a card just adds so much to it. And I wanted to make this more spring-like. And so that's why I chose the colors that I chose. And you'll see it comes together pretty quickly. Okay, so I've got my card base here. I'm just going to line this up. Okay, and then this piece is going here in the middle. I like to add different textures by using different types of paper, cardstock, doing some embossing. It really elevates your card instead of everything being flat. And I'm leaving room down here on the bottom where my sentiment's going to go. Okay, and then we're going to add our two leaves. This one's going to go on the right. This one, the curve goes this way on the leaf, so I'm putting it here on the right side of my card because it's kind of going towards the right. And I'm going to line it up kind of where it's at the bottom in the center of the card, and then the leaf will go up this direction. I put a little too much glue on there, so I do want to wipe that up. Getting out my handy dandy chamois. If you put a little too much glue, wipe it up right away so you don't see that glue residue on your card. And yes, it'll dry clear, but you don't want that shininess to look like that. Now we're going to add the other leaf set here. I decided just to use 2 of these, so the other one will go in my little stash of things, and I'll add that to a different card on a different day, probably. Because I really love the tulips. They're perfect for springtime and Easter and wedding things, and they just always look so cheerful to me. Okay, so we've got those, and then we have our 2 tulips, and for these we're going to take some foam dots and put on the back, and we're going to raise these up on the surface of our card. The other thing to kind of make your card a little more special is to have different layers on your cards. Okay, so this one's going to go here, and I don't care if the edge of the tulip goes off of my background here. That actually adds a little more interest to it, like this. Okay, so there is the panel done, and then we have the sentiment. I'm also going to pop the sentiment up on top of my background color, which, like I said, I cut it the same as my tulip color, so it coordinates with my card. Let me move this out of the way. I'm just going to center that on here, like so, just to add a little contrast to it. And we're going to add some glue, and then it is going to go right here on our card. And I'm kind of putting it, I'll show you here in a second. I put it so it's just slightly over the edge of the bottom of the arch and the bottom of the tulips. So there we go. It has a lot of dimension, as you can see, with it popped up, and then with the added texture of the embossing folder. And now we're ready to put the panel on the front of our card. Just adding glue to the back of the panel. Now sometimes I just make all the panels and then I add them to the card when I'm ready to use the card. And sometimes I just go ahead and add it. So we're going to do that here. And this is an A2 size background that we cut. So it should fit perfectly on the front of your card like so. And then I'll be able to stamp an appropriate sentiment on the inside. And so this is day 14's card using the tulip dies. I hope you guys like that and you got some ideas to add some texture and some elevation to your cards. And I will be back for day 15. I can't believe it's 15 already. Tomorrow, be sure and look at the other tutorials I've done for this series, and be sure and subscribe. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll see you tomorrow.